Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and since last episode was like 45 minutes of introduction and 3 minutes of episode, we're going to try to do the opposite this time. I'm recording this one right after the other one, so there hasn't been a big to-do list built up. So I did manage to put 3 things on my list in between. One of them, Little Mouse had written back in when I asked the question about what is up right here? What's with the tavern? Why can't I get them to use any of this stuff? And Little Mouse was commenting that luxury goods are slow to trigger and slow to be used. That there's been problems in the past getting it distributed around town. By reading the comment and seeing the word luxury again, just kind of triggered something in me. How many old colony town building type games like the Anno games like 1701 AD or Rome and Cleopatra and all those, that the luxury houses would not build until you could provide them with luxury goods. Now, I don't know if there is any way for Banished to know the income status of a citizen. Meaning, does the citizen live in a wooden shack or a mansion? It knows whether the job title, knows whether or not they're educated, whether or not they're clothed, and at what grade of tools, and etc. So there are some qualifiers that are attached to illicity right here. I wonder if there is a qualifier about luxury, qualifier about social status that is just not shown on illicity's spreadsheet here. Could it be possible that luxury items are not used except for occupants that live in luxury houses or houses that are built using the fancy housewares like the Colonial Homestead? We don't have very many of these sort of things in. We've got the row houses there. Family townhouse? Yeah, that is not fancy. There's fancy right here in this thing, but I don't know if we have any other houses that have actually used fancy homewares. I'm trying to think of what's here. These are all country homes. This guy right here. The large residence uses it. There's fancy right there. We only have 3 of those in. Where am I? Right over here. We put 3 of those in. So I wonder if houses that use fancy homewares is a trigger point. That was the guess that I was starting to formulate when I was reading the comments and talking back and forth about it. So there's a possible theory there about when we're going to actually start using some of these goods that we've bought and can track that they have not been used because they're all still an even 100. So there's that issue to deal with. I just realized I'm not running yet. Farm roads need to go in from last time. We finally got it cleared enough where we can see what we're doing. So let's do that real quick. Road, and these are still going to be dirt for now. Eventually we're going to go in with stone through all of this. We do have 1,000 stones. So we can start picking some areas to do just that. In fact, I wonder if we want to make some main roads in here. Let's see, did I do the center one already? I don't recall. Okay, so this one, this road does die right there, yeah. So theoretically, right there is where that one goes. And I'm guessing it goes till it hits. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Yeah, we could road to this point right there, but we'll leave that one for now. This one does head across like this. And that one would go down this side. I guess we could go ahead and do that, just to improve the efficiency of walking around this area. Otherwise, we're just going to let this one go. They'll clean up all this stuff, and that will be fine. We're in late spring. That's right, late spring, and we finally got these two going. Okay. So maybe at the end of, when we hit winter, we'll try to come back here and look at some yields and see if these guys are growing yet, if they're functioning. 5% yield, 9%. Looks like we're actually going to produce this year. This one definitely not. But these guys, yeah, we're starting to. Don't know if the first year is going to fully, be a good example of what it's capable of. I would say by second year we should get something trustworthy. All right. So back to the luxury goods, though. I'm thinking we want to put in a large inn here in the town. I think that'd be a smart move. Question is where. And I hate to put a large inn next to the schools, but I'm thinking it's going to be one of these crossroads or something like that would be, with housing through the centers. Also want to put in, so yeah, let's spend this episode putting buildings in. We've got lots of labor and builders available right now, so should be no problem with being able to queue up a bunch of stuff. Here's one thing for the to-do list. I was looking through the various problems going on. I didn't see all of them. I've got to check this out still. And the tanner and this guy were having problems, and it's because we've run out of salt. Salting house really sucked up everything we had, so I put 2 more employees in. We'll see if that's enough to get us going again. If not, we have to put another salt mine somewhere. What is our problem over here? You are making things with silk and linen. You are mulberry leaves. White mulberry leaves have been gone for a long time. Okay, that's what's happening there. Anything else here that's an issue? These are waiting for domesticated animals. This is full. These, you are what? Homeware supplier, doing fancy homeware, and you're out of pewter. Yeah, we're not making any right now. School is full. All of this is paused, waiting to figure out what we're going to do with it. We shut down this guy. I guess we've got firewood come out the kazoo. Alright, we built these guys. Did it actually happen? It did. No, there's my answer. Coal is a material. Okay, so I just wanted to confirm that. Coal is a material. For some reason it wasn't put in there. So this fuel stockpile is not going to do any good. And I don't want more firewood drugged back over here and dropped off. So let's get rid of that. I didn't notice last time when our scarlet fever went away. So apparently we survived that one. 400, 551. That's what I'm getting out of that. 551 citizens. Did I get that right? 551. Hey, math does work sometimes. So hardwood is in there and here because we ran out of room here. No, we got hardwood there too. What's the dark stuff? The dark stuff is the hardwood. Wow. You'd have to lift those logs that high. Huh. How you doing? Forgot about this little deer butchery hiding over here. You're doing quite a bit of work over here. Venison cuts and sausage and tallow. Yeah. So we don't need this guy in. Let's get rid of him. So let's destroy this fuel stockpile. Don't see any reason to do that. These guys, 100%, 199%. We did another round of them right over here. You've got charcoal. You're 75%. So we have fuel right here. Fuel storage. They are using it because they're running out of room because they have no choice. Okay, so fuel storage is back over there. And feel like we need to get more over here. Let's pop a fuel storage warehouse over here. Since they've filled the stockpiles, maybe they will use it. This guy, fuel is right there. And where would that footprint look good? It would look good over there, but it would do the best work over here. What is that? That's a rock. Okay. Let's do something like that, right at the back side of this. Those two would look good against each other, like he's an extension of that building. Alright, so with that, farm roads, one last thing I wanted to do over here was to address the idea of storage problems. We've got room, so we've got lots and lots of capacity. In fact, that's one thing Rambling does have a tremendous amount of, and that is storage. We're doing great on storage. So it's really a matter of accessibility. Do we want these guys walking out to here? All of these theoretically are, well, I guess this group through here is. These guys are heading into here, and or these two. We've got meat storage over here. We've got a small storage over here that was intended for 100%. Yeah, he filled up almost immediately. It was intended for fish, but everything's getting dumped there instead. So I'm thinking to keep all of this stuff from heading that direction and plugging that all up, let's stick a magazine out over here. And I was kind of looking around, and there is a spot. Kind of. I put the road in. That probably wasn't there when I was looking at it before. So there, the road. And you kind of do want the road in. Well, we'll let this build out. Let's clear this area. Let's do something like that. I can come back and I can see what's going on. And we'll figure out whether it's going to fit there or not. If not, then a couple of barns right here. Okay, so as far as I know, any kind of a list is done. So what do we want to do over here? Well, first of all, I want to finish off the hedge. We went back with, oh, that's interesting, it's hollow. I would have never guessed. Wow. We went back in with the customized hedging, which doesn't do like, well, I don't have an example anymore, which allows for ends to go together without there being a separator. So hedges, customized, and straight. So two more of these, we'll finish that off. And let's spin around. So we've got our roads in, we know where the hedge is going to end. Question is whether or not we continue to go right up against the road, or we kick it in one so we can put a lamp here and a lamp there. I kind of like that. We've already committed to following this edge here, so it's only going to be one side that it's going to miss on, which is going to be kind of odd. So we'll go ahead and put the hedges against the road in this block, but the rest of the blocks will kick it in one. That's the governor's mansion. He's special. So corner hedge, that's a tip. So it'll end a straight line. So corner is this guy. We get down here where we can see him. Right there. So corner, and right there. That's it right there. Okay. And you can see it in the footprint a little bit. It comes in like this and turns that way. So where do we want another access way into this? Maybe we'll stick to the middles, front and back. Question is whether I left enough to do that. So that is this guy. Can I, let's see, if I look at my little map there, I zoom out, I can look at this line here and see if that is fairly straight. There, I think that's it. The idea is to put this here and track it down and drop it there. Is that right? I'm not sure. Right there. I think he moved over one. That's hard to do. Alright, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corner. So yeah, that's hard to do as well. Oh well, he's going to be buried in trees. We're just going to assume that we're close. I don't know if you'll ever see both sides at the same time. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. It does kick off to one side. That's right, there is no center to this building. That's right, we ran into that before. We had to kick it off to one side. And this one will let you build right over the top of these. Real frustrating, so you can't really tell where you missed or where you stopped. Okay, theoretically that's done. Let's go talk to traders. Got 2 of them? Yeah, I did hear 2 dings. 2 doorbells. Domesticated animals. Alright. So we're looking at 3. I'm guessing this is not something that can spoil. But 312 each is a lot to spend. So the idea of getting extras for later is kind of iffy. It takes 4 per. We're dealing with 3 of them right now, so 12. So if I were to get 16... and it'll give me the chance to do something else later. But they may be sitting in storage for a decade. It seems an odd thing to do, but that's the way the game's going to treat them. They're not truly living animals in the sense that the other ones are. So at least that's what I'm making the guess at. So we need 5,000 basically. 0 herbs. That's oh, this is the one that we basically emptied the storehouse, and a lot of it has not come back. Okay, so we do not have herbs to spend. We do have some firewood, so we'll spend that. What else can we get rid of? What else can we afford to get rid of? We spent the furniture last time. I don't think we ever got down to the fancy furniture. Right there. We can spend that one. Let's do at least 50 of those and see where we're at. We're halfway there. Healing oil will do the 100 of those. Cloth down coats, we should have plenty of those. Let's see. Silk, cask, full livery. Let's do 20. And cloth down coats. 30? Okay. Healing oils. There's nothing else down here. Pub meals. We could do all those. That's going to give us 250. So 142 left. Want to pick something new or go back to what we've already used? There's 11 wool coats left. We'll do that. 7 left. So we'll put in 7 beans. There we go. So that got us domesticated animals. Trade and dismiss. Don't know where they're going to be stored, the 4 that we're not going to use, but let's get these guys turned back on. Egg pen. And unpause. Milk pen. Unpause. I see we have a plantation ready. And sheep pen. Right there. Wool pen. Unpause. Okay. Those should kick right up to the top of the list right now, because they're the oldest projects in the queue. Plantations down here. So that is bigger than these plantations. By quite a bit. Though it's still the right size, although we are getting a long way away from housing. We may have no choice but to put at least some country homes down here, just to add to the the ease of getting jobs down to this end. You're right here. We're going to put in bamboo. You're near the bottom, right? There you are. And I'm going to try just 1 worker, and we'll see what this does for us. I'm going to take that back. Let's go for 2 farmers and have them pick up their own stuff. I think so. In fact, we could do that as well. It's not... In fact, we could have this guy pick up his own stuff because he dumps it right next to him. So this shouldn't be a problem. He should be able to handle all of that. Nobody has got... Well, for that matter, these guys could too. I never thought about that. Hemp can go in there, can go into there. These guys could be picked up as well. Let's see what happens when we do that. These guys are so close. Where are we? Summer? Why is there already food on the ground? Seems odd that they've already harvested and come back. Yeah, they started dropping their stuff off. Anyway, so second trader? We never got to the second trader. Alright, so you have got... We're getting a little low on tools. I wonder what's happening there. Building supplies, logs, everything's looking fine. Hardwood, definitely. Coke and charcoal, furniture, lamp oil, we'll grab that anytime we see it until we start making our own. But I think that is it. Wouldn't want rough tools even if we ran out. So we can make that for free. 350. We'll do that with pottery. So that is 15? Nope, 14. No, 4. There we go. And trade and dismiss. What was I just thinking of here? I was about to go somewhere else right after that. And that brain cell died. Okay, so we're over here. We've got these guys going in. And what is next? We're going to wait for this road to go in, and then duplicate this pattern right here. So let's get that one going. In fact, let's take trees down on this other side over here. So right there, let's take down 2 rows worth right in there. On this side, we do need to kind of thin this out so we can see what's going on. I'm assuming this road goes through. So we'll take the trees out here as well. Just like that. Okay, so let's get into stone walls. This one? That one. Okay. Again, I'm wondering, do I set one in or not? Let's leave these 2 maxed out, just like we did that one. And all the other ones are going to set in a space for the wall. So we can put lamps, flowers, decorative trees, things like that along the roadway. I think that would be good. So we're going to put this guy in. Sturdy stone wall. We don't have the customizable section, though. What are you? That goes tight against a wall. Okay. So we don't have quite the same set of choices that the hedges have. So here, yeah, that looks good right there. And a corner right here. And this road has not been added, so we don't know where that corner is. So let's build up to it. So we're going to go with this guy. Ah. I guess that is complete already. Okay. There we go. So off of this guy, the archway, we'll go at least 5. We'll figure out later what that's going to do. So this one as well, the road's going to go through like that. So we can put a corner in. Right there. Ah, that was odd. The game saved. So archway at the back. I guess we could do the same thing here. Not that he's going to enter it, but it would help with pathing issues, I think. Well, I don't know. What do we do with that? This is the courthouse. People are attending, as they would a church. They're getting happiness out of it. Different kind of happiness. Where do we enter this thing from? I almost wish I had turned it to face right here. Should we be telling them to go in from a side? How about the back corner? That's right, I can't wipe these out now, can I? That is kind of frustrating. Cancel doesn't work. Delete, it does work. Oh, good. Let's delete these. Okay. Did it work? It did. Alright, so let's think about that. Here, there, arch. I kind of like having them enter from the back corner. They can cut the corner here to save a little time. Let's do that. So this corner goes here, like that. This guy goes in. We're good? We're good. Okay. So we know we're going to be doing this along the back side. And I think, well, I'll stop there just in case we want to put one here. But nah. I think if we duplicate this other pattern of an archway here and an archway there, that should be fine. Okay, so that is fencing for that area. We got the well in. Yeah. Don't know what we're going to do with the church. Do we have anything that would work as playground equipment for the school? We've got planters. Build decorative piles of resources. That's interesting. Hull components. No, that won't work for a school. Let's see. Decorative crop plants. Okay. Decorative animals. Signposts. Ah. Would look good right there. Where does the lamp go? Let's hold off on that till we know which side of the road we're going to lamp. Or lantern. Yeah. Someone walking away from the church. I haven't seen that before. So, let's see. We know we want to put that in Inn and Garden? Is that what it was called? The big one. Inn and Garden. Where does that go? I haven't really been able to wrap my head around what happens here next. Really not sure. Do I put in the roads, 2 roads through here and make blocks and then build around that? Or do we start building and then make the roads fit? The main roads will continue. We've got... well, we have lots of folks. I've got to figure out what to do with all these people. Are the fishing docks maxed? There are fishermen? Yeah, they're maxed. Okay. Food is at 31,000. I'm not running very quickly right now. Kind of on purpose. You are going to be chestnuts. Chestnuts, and take you down to 1. And... yeah, and pickup. Okay, we definitely have enough laborers to handle the pickup. I think this is going to actually go quicker without it. It didn't plant. I think we got too late in the year to get this guy going. Okay. What are you? Oh, you're the tulips. Yeah, real fancy looking crop there. There you are. So be curious to see what this harvest does this year. So where does the Inn and Garden go? It's a big building. That's why I'm kind of hesitant here. Let me look at this one more time. Where are you? Right there. Would it fit right there? It will not. Wow. And I kind of want it central. I guess it could do something like this. It's got its own fencing. That's nice. So it would have fit right inside of one of these blocks, just perfectly. Okay, let's go to the water. We can see it. Kind of. Where's another clearing? Not over here? That is so hard to see. I'll go over to the farms. That should do it. Ah, this one's ready to be rebuilt. Okay. So, 4 entrances. I kind of like this orientation here as far as walking in like she just did right there. Where are these guys going? That's a little creepy. I am a robot. So I'm thinking this orientation right here, coming off of the center point of that front door there, and in one, and the space over here is for what? No, I don't think we need to make it all centered like that. Let's go off to a side right there. Okay. Let's stick this one in here to keep an eye on. The pens have got their animals, and we've got builders going. Great. Trader is in. Let's kick the speed up to... Oh, I didn't know it was going on 1. I thought it was going on 2. Has it been on 1 since the Scarlet Fever? Wow. Okay, I was going to kick it up to 5, but... Ooh. Okay. I had no idea it was on 1. Alright, Trader, what have you got? Beef cows. Okay, we were going to do beef cows again once we got these figured out. Let's think about that. How fast can we punch this guy in? So let's... This guy, he's going to be in one space on all sides like that. And we'll turn that to there. And let's prioritize this one, even over and above the domesticated animals. Get that one going, move him over and grab the beef cow. So let's do that. We can stall it off a little bit, I believe, by doing this. So I don't know to what extent that works. I know they'll sit there for almost a year on their own. So let's remember that. What was that? Thalie the builder fell off a ladder and died. Wow, Herlina has replaced Thalie as a builder. That's the first of these messages I've ever seen. Milk pen is in. Alright, let's put in one worker who is sharing what? What would that be? Herdsman, I'm guessing. I think there's 6 herdsmen right now. Alright, so food limit 50,000. We're good there. Egg pen just went in. And so did the other one. Okay. Whoa, that's odd. I added 3, I know that. And yet 1 is still not satisfied. Let's go over there. Lost a farmer too. So that was my fault over here. No, that's 1 of 1. That's my fault over here. Yeah. Take that back down. That takes care of the farmer, which messed up a field. Okay. Oh, I turned that off, didn't I? Let's look at this from another point of view here. There, there, and farmers. Okay, I don't know where the mistake hit, but those are the only changes I've made this episode. Okay. And what are you? An outbreak. Outbreak of measles has occurred. Okay. You're over here. You're right near a hospital. So hopefully when you get to work, you'll turn right in and go. Good. You work right here. And you're still working. You must be dropping something off. A laborer. Okay. So I guess herdsman? Yep. That was strange. I don't... Oh. No. I was about to say we have something to do with setting up this other pasture, but that's not in it taken into account yet. This one is. So there's the issue right there. Okay. We still have 23 cows. Okay. So once that pops, that goes into there. We buy the beef cattle. They go over here. And our animals should be done enough for now. We are still on 1 because of another outbreak. Okay, take this up to 5. And are we? We are. Let's watch this one for a while. Meat is dropped off over here from the cows. And 1 just got picked up. Dropping off over here for food. Wow, look at this one. Dropping off over there, over here, over there. That's the way it's supposed to be working. Alright, we'll let them complete their jobs. She's right over here finishing this one. And in fact, let's really take a notice here. He's halfway through as well. She's done, I'm assuming. These guys, halfway. Yeah, I think we need 2 workers in each of these. I think so. Let's make that happen. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got 7. 8. I've got 8. Okay. 7, 8. 47, 47. Okay. So we want to get twice as many farmers in those to make sure that we actually pick it all up. I think we were doing better last time because we weren't actually picking any up. So this time, now how do 2 work? He's going to walk over and start this one again. It seems like they've still got to overlap each other. He's going to now skip everything as she just did. Well, we'll let them get finished, then I want to look at some totals. This will be my first time of seeing the fruit of all this labor. 7 people with the measles now. Ouch. Nobody's died of it yet. So we are 29 degrees. What trees aren't done are probably still trying. Yeah, still dropping things off to the side. Okay. We done here? Appear to be done. Okay. How did we do? Now, you are olives. The olives stopped producing completely. I do remember seeing a 400 in there once, and it seems like I saw a 700 early on. 1,600 on olives. Okay. White mulberry was sitting constantly at like 116 to 150 if we were lucky. White mulberries, 700. Okay. So, red mulberries, we've never seen those run. 1,500. Woo! Grapes we've never seen before in this map. 1,300 grapes. Coffee. Seems like a good year on coffee was somewhere in the 700s before. There's 1,500. Okay. Maple. We used to do 7 something with maple. Now maple we used to have down here. So it was exposed at this end only. And it was doing 7 something. So this time we are doing what? 8 something. Okay, I expected a lot more from that. We'll see what next season is. This is the oranges. We've never had them before. And only 200. So I don't know what happened there. It could very well be that a lot of these were only halfway done when the cold hit. Oranges, well, all the orchards are the same temperatures on the chart. Even though I'm surprised oranges are allowed to grow here. I'm wondering if the next update to Colonial Charter they're going to get a little more specific with the with some of the crop fruits or the orchard fruits. 13. Nobody has died of measles yet. Okay. Overall, though, we have really increased our food capacity here in the orchards, and we're getting there. 2 of 2 only. Let's let this one complete so we can move that over. Alright. Pause. You are now going to be pigs. I'm thinking about that. You actually done? Looks different. I missed something? How come it doesn't look like the same fence? They're not done with that yet. Oh, there it goes. I was about to say, there aren't 2 models, and I could choose between them if I hit the F, right? Okay. I'm going to do a little shuffling. Let's put the cows next to each other so we can compare apples for apples here. So let's... Boy, to do that, though, we've got to quickly take down some deer. How can we do this? I want them in the same size pens. So If we do Frisian cows there and beef cows here. That's what I'd like to do. So if I were to set this for deer, how many would we have to get rid of? We can handle 23 still. Okay. How quickly can we take down these deer to 23? If we were to max this out, something like that. There we go. Let's see how quickly we can get this taken down. This is now going to be deer. And then that's deer. We're just going to leave the pigs here. Yeah, we'll just do that. So you stay there now. So we want this guy down to 23. So we'll wait and see, watch that happen. And then we can, I'd say we can go ahead and buy the beef cows right now. Let's go ahead and get that done. So we want beef cows, we want all of them. We'll go ahead and do that. So 8 of them. Ducks and deer. No. So 6,400. Herbs are doing great. Let's use all of those. And that will actually do it. So let me think about that. Divided by 4. That's 16? I think that's 1,600. Nailed it. It does happen once in a while. Trade and dismiss. We now have cattle. And cattle are going to go here. So we'll see how that works. Space. A lot of red out there. Not liking that. These guys are getting to where they belong. These guys, hopefully, are on their way. You and you. Okay, any more red? Are we contained? I think we're contained. Good. So, boy, there's a lot of slashers out here. What are you? You are a tannery. You're probably having salt problems. Yeah. Oh, we've got 2 more on the loose. Ugh. Okay. Well, we're at 8 now. So, we're having salt problems. I'd really like to maintain this in this area. So let's put salt. Where is that? That's here? Mining? No. Raw resources. Mining. Salt is right there. Let's do that over in this area. He's going to dump into where? Is that a material or is that a dry goods? I don't know. We don't have any salt, so I can't look to figure out which warehouse is being stored in, can I? I don't know. Well, we'll just have to figure that one out later. So salt is this guy, right? Yeah, salt and stone. So this is the opposite of that one. I kind of like that. Kind of bookends. And he's set up at this level right here. Whoa, didn't mean to click that. But that's what I got. So that's what we got. Yeah, there's a road here on the side and a road right there. That should be fine. Okay, so that is there. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see, we can turn all these off? Yeah, we can turn them off. We'll go back and look at them later. They should be memorable enough. Down to 22. Alright, let's get this transition done. Died of measles. We did lose 1. So, you are now deer. So you need to empty. And you need to turn into beef cows and max out. Now we can only get 22 over here now. That's odd. And you're 22 as well. Huh. Okay. We'll work with that. And you're going to stay. So, what do we need then? We need 1 more herdsman? Herdsman. Let's take this opportunity to go ahead and boost these up to 2 each. We've got so many extra workers. I'm going to take you down to 2. Down to 2. We're going to go 2 each in these guys. Alright, so herdsman, what does that do for us? I saw you. Herdsman. Okay, down to 15. Okay. So, and you're a question mark because. Let's couple of those, and right back. Now we're happy. Alright, so, one more time. Work, sheep, cows, deer, beef cows, pigs. Yeah, and with that, we can turn this guy back on. I think that would be fine. Oh, old age, old age. So we've got our salt hopefully taken care of. This is salt, that is salt. This is pewter. This is coal. Are we out of coal? No way. Inventory. And that was a trader. Coal. I know you're right here in front of me. Coal, 16. We are just about out of coal again. Wow. Okay, well, boy, keep adding jobs, which means we'll put 20 in there and add 5 more, which means we're going to need more houses, which means we're going to need more people, which means we're going to need more crop fields and more gatherers and more fishermen, and it's just never going to end, is it? We'll just up the coal over at that end, because it would be reasonable to get more houses in over here, to surround this thing with houses. That seems like the right thing to do, rather than over at the other end where we already don't have a lot of housing. So I think after this episode's over, I'm going to spend a little time evaluating our housing situation as far as pathways to jobs. See if we need to add just a couple houses here and there. But let's see how this is going in. Hey, that looks good. Very good. Lots of grounds here to do something in here. Give me your ideas, folks, on what we want to do here. I'm thinking the evergreens need to leave this one. This is more of an English garden look. So let's get rid of that. So it's those kind of ideas I'm hoping you guys will give me. Let's get rid of everything that's inside of here. Got the other plants in there too. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Yeah, we get rid of all of those. And so, yeah, we've got to figure out what's going to go in here. We're off-centered a little bit on purpose. I can put something bigger in here, like a little pond. Decorations, planter bases. What were the ponds? Measles. The cleric has died. The ponds were where? Planters. Yeah, these are planters. I know there's ponds. Town decorations? Decorative signs. Town decorations. There we go. Large pond, small pond, and fountain. That's a big fountain. What's a small pond look like? I wonder if they can walk past that. So, we need to be thinking about what goes here. That looks like a good distance right there. Need to figure out where this next road is going to go. We'll let this one build. We may have to take a wall out or two to get a little closer if it looks appropriate, but I think this is going to be a good size for a block through here. Unless we try to duplicate this, which I think this did duplicate that widthwise. So we need to run a road through there. Yeah. This sort of thing, the decoration part's where I'm going to start drawing a blank. So any help you guys can throw my way as far as what would look good around the governor's mansion? What would look appropriate next to the Colonial Hall? What should be around the church? I wish we had picnic tables, things like that. There is a campfire, large rocks, log decorations. Well, we do have these. The hardwood benches are... Oh, there we go. Hardwood benches. How about alongside the roads, except for this area, we put hardwood benches scattered around, along with a barrel for a trash can, and then a lamp on the corners, and maybe one in the middle. We just got to figure out where our corners are. So we're going to have to kind of build this progressively as we move through the town. We are still fighting the measles. So that gives you guys something to think about. I don't think there's anything else I need to go back and look at. I'm in that 45, 50 minute range again. So I'm going to call this one done, and leave comments with ideas for decorations, or anything else that you saw that I did this time that that needs a second look at. I know one thing I can do right now while I'm thinking about it. The animal pens. We never really stopped to look at them, did we? Back here, they're completely lost. You can't even see them. Right there. Is there any motion? No activity. So you just have to pretend. This one should be a little bit easier to see. Right there. So it's just symbolic. It just represents. Look at the kids are here playing with the sheep. Yep, that looks good. Alright, tools are low. We have been losing tools. Okay, so, and traders are coming in. Alright, so next episode we got to start right here. We got to figure out what's going on with the tools. It's probably coal. It probably is coal. We've got iron. Yeah, I think it's a coal problem. So let's start right there next time as far as figuring out our tools. Leave me comments, notes about decorations, things you want to see in the town. I still want to come up with a bunch of buildings that would look good as a, to go along the front of the roads. Things that look like something you would see in a town. These warehouses would be appropriate, I think. These would be. This is the clothier. That's got a nice storefront. That would be a great one alongside of a business area. The blacksmith that isn't the country one would be good to have in there. What are you? Even though this is a fuel refinery, it's got a nice front look to it. So that would be appropriate out there, even though it doesn't function as you would think of something in town. This would be good on a corner somewhere, another one of these. So be thinking about different buildings that need to go in and kind of get a sense, I'll zoom out right here, of what the town's going to look like, at least the beginning. What goes in here? I assume we're 2 rows of houses. I could be wrong. We could be the housing, we'll call this the inner area, and then the main road could be all businesses, and then another inner area right there. So we'll use that terminology of inner versus the main road. I kind of think this would be better right in here for housing. Big subdivision right in there. Same sort of thing back in here maybe. And then all businesses along here except for these row houses, because they're already in. Though, like as you know, I have no problem with moving things. But yeah, what do we do? How does this work? Let me know. This has been Noble Rambler. I thank you guys for watching. If you would hit the like and subscribe, I'd be really happy. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, folks.